Okay guys, this here is part 2 on our review of Shipley homes. I said in the last video I would try to do another one in the daylight where you can see. Now for the amount of money that we paid him to cut clear and haul off the debris, this is the woods. If you'll notice all the debris that's piled up out here, instead of hauling it off, he just shoved it all down in the woods. This is the mess that he left us. He's saying that we didn't pay him to haul it off, but why else would we pay him when we didn't have no other way to get rid of it? So, this is his shortcuts to hauling off debris. It's even worse on back here on the back side where he took it and just, with the front end loader and just shoved it all down in there. Now, we'll come back around. And I know we touched on the septic tank that night where he took an excavator and he ran all over top of it, busted it. Said he repaired it. But then we come to find out, I'll show you his repair. Now, we got plywood over top of it. We don't go near it because it is collapsing. But if you'll notice that little dolly right there in the background, that was his repair. He just throwed it over top of it and throw dirt over it, and that was his repair. Then we got to noticing that it was collapsing. We dug the thing out, and now we have a septic tank that needs to be replaced. It can't be repaired because the sides are collapsing in. Now we'll head back to the house. And if you'll notice, the electrical outlet's right there on the corner. The one on the very end is a dryer, but the next one's an electrical outlet. And we'll come down here to the end, to this electrical outlet. These things were actually supposed to be over this way. The porch was supposed to be bigger, so he screwed us on the porch area. The whole idea was to have it on the deck to where we could plug, use them without having to come off. But now we have to come off the deck, walk around, plug it up, and go back on the deck. So he didn't do us appropriately on the deck, which the deck is sagging and needs to be replaced. So now we'll go back into the house. Well, let's see, let me look on the side here. I don't know if you could see the strips up there, but they just put them things together. They didn't, they're starting to pop out on ends. There's nothing professional about the setup job on this. So now we'll go into the house, which if you notice the wood and everything, it's just, I don't know, I guess it's seconds. Now, let me get through here. Now I'm gonna go back to one of our biggest complaints. Which is the shower. We have a shower that is unusable. So we just use it for storage. That was a window right there. But if you notice, this is our shower. This is the way we were left. If all this mess wasn't in it, you would be able to see. But this is the way we were left. Now originally this shower was supposed to be up against this back wall right here. We didn't want anything over here by this window. And it was supposed to be a completely tiled walk-in, handicap accessible shower. And this is the mess that he put in. It wasn't supposed to have a plastic base. It was supposed to be custom built. It was supposed to be a walk-in tiled shower. And it was supposed to have glass fronts. And this is the mess he put in. He also busted a water line behind the wall. So if you turn the water on, it floods the bathroom. He got it inspected by just showing that it had water, and then he cut the water off, he highballed, and we hadn't seen him since. You'll look up in here. This is Trey Shipley's jobs. This is the way he left us on a $150,000 house. So, if you bought anything from Trey Shipley's, I suggest you really get up underneath there and look at anything, any kind of corners he could have cut, because he will shit you. We got a lot of other issues, but that's some of the major ones right there. As far as the molding and everything, it's not seamed together. There's gaps in between them. You can see up in this area right here, that crack right there, that there's where the house is seamed together and it's coming apart. Let me see if I can get a light on that. See that crack in the ceiling? We'll come back down right here. So basically, they didn't put what do you call it? They didn't pull it together. They just set it down and went with it. Which I've seen other videos where they put like a winch onto it and they pull the house together. So he didn't do that, so now the house is cracking at the seams. That's just kind of a quick rundown as far as the mess that Trey Shipley left us in. So I'm pretty sure he's going to see this video, and that's just fine, Mr. Shipley. I just want to let you know that the court case will be coming, and we are going to sue you. So be prepared. But with the evidence that we've got, you don't stand a chance. So I will leave you with this, and that is, if you purchase a home from Shipley's Homes, you will pay too much. Also, you know, this is one thing that when they set the house down, they actually set it down on the electrical cord, and we were told we were lucky we didn't have a fire. So, if you purchase anything from Shipley's Homes, be wary, be cautious, but I highly suggest that you look elsewhere and spread this video around so that nobody else gets taken like we did. And this is our front porch. And you can see the type of wood that they used in here. This stuff's just rotting away. Right here. That's just caving in. So he used the cheapest lumber that he could. This little porch was supposed to be bigger than it is. And also it was supposed to be big enough for that electrical outlet to be on this porch also. So it ain't that you don't get what you want, you get what he wants you to have. And when they were building this deck, you know, they made all kind of mistakes with this crap. This is where they sawed into the wood. And instead of being professional enough to replace it, they just kept going the way they were. So, if you want a professional job, hire a professional. If you want a shitty job, you go with Trey Shipley and Shipley's Homes. Buyer beware.